Picture this. It's the 1940s. America's at war, and nostalgia for simpler times fuels a wave of hidden history. From gritty streets to packed ballparks, forgotten games kept hope alive. Want to uncover these retro treasures? Hit that subscribe button, like, and stick around for a throwback ride into the underrated sports of a wartime era. Let's rewind to the late 1930s, before the world turned upside down. The Great Depression had families scraping by, but kids, they were crafting vintage magic in the streets. Enter stoop ball and stickball, games so underrated they turned city blocks into stadiums. Stoop ball was pure genius. Grab a rubber Spalding ball, cheap, wartime friendly, and smack it off your front steps. One bounce, a single. Two, a double. Break Mrs. O'Leary's window, you're a legend. And in big trouble. Stickball was baseball's scrappy cousin. Armed with a broomstick and that same Spalding, kids in Brooklyn or Chicago used manhole covers as bases, dodging milk trucks to hit a homer. These weren't just games. They were forgotten gems of a generation too poor for real gear, but rich in grit. With no money for bats or gloves, they made every alley a World Series. And when war loomed, these retro pastimes became lifelines, keeping spirits high as ration books piled up. Then came World War II, and everything changed. With millions of men drafted, sports faced a crisis. No players, no gas, no travel. But America didn't quit. It got creative. Entered the hidden history of the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League, or AAGPBL. Launched in 1943 by Cubs owner Philip Wrigley, this throwback league saw women like Dorothy Kamenchek slugging fastballs in skirted uniforms. Drawing 10,000 fans a game, it was no gimmick, it was a revolution. Yet post-war, it faded into obscurity, an underrated milestone overshadowed by MLB's return. Across the ocean, soldiers carved out their own war stories through service football. In makeshift games from England to the Pacific, black and white GIs played together, defying segregation years before Jackie Robinson. These weren't just scrimmages. They were forgotten gems of unity, lost in the chaos of war records. Back home, gas rationing sparked another retro craze, stock car racing. Bootleggers turned their souped-up Fords into dirt track beasts, racing for glory on rural ovals. Costing just $2,500 a car, these races were raw, dangerous, and wildly popular, a nostalgia-soaked precursor to NASCAR's polished future. When the war ended in 1945, America rebuilt, and these games got left behind. The vintage charm of stoop ball and stickball couldn't compete with the rise of organized sports like Little League, which swept kids into manicured fields. Suburbs pulled families from city stoops, and TV turned sports into a spectator's game, sidelining the AAGPBL by 1954. Stock car racing? It morphed into NASCAR, but its gritty, fistfight-fueled roots became a distant throwback. Yet these forgotten gems left a mark. The AAGPBL inspired Title II, proving women could dominate diamonds. Service football foreshadowed NFL integration, and those street games, they taught kids resilience, turning empty lots into fields of dreams. So, what's the legacy of these 1940s games? They showed us how to play through the toughest times, with nothing but a ball, a stick, and some heart. They're more than nostalgia. They're war stories of a generation that refused to quit. Which of these underrated games deserves a comeback? Drop your favorite in the comments below. Hit that like button and share this video to keep these retro treasures alive. Subscribe for more hidden history, and let's bring the 1940s back to life. Picture this. It's the 1940s. America's in the grip of war, and nostalgia for good times sparks a wave of hidden history. From city alleys to dusty tracks, underrated games brought joy to a struggling nation. Ready to discover the top 5 retro sports that defined a decade? Buckle up for a throwback journey into the forgotten gems of 1940s America. Hit subscribe and like to dive into this vintage adventure. Let's kick off with number 5, Rundown, or as we called it in the Midwest, Pickle. This game was pure chaos, born in empty lots where kids had nothing but a ball and endless energy. Picture this: one kid stuck between two bases, dodging a Spalding as fielders try to tag him out. It was like a wartime drill: run, pivot, escape. No bats, no gloves, just raw instinct. In the early 40s, with dads overseas and gear rationed, Rundown was a hidden history gem. Kids played it under flickering streetlights, laughing through air raid drills. It didn't need a stadium, just a patch of dirt and a crew ready to outsmart each other. This underrated game was all about quick thinking, a retro escape from the war's shadow. Number 4, Stoop Ball, the king of urban streets. In Brooklyn or Chicago tenements, kids turned their front steps into pitchers. You'd smack a rubber Spalding against the stoop. 1 bounce for a single, 2 for a double, 3 for a homer. Miss and hit a window? Good luck explaining that to Mrs. Murphy. Stoop Ball was a forgotten gem, born from the vintage days of the Depression, when a nickel ball was all you could afford. During the war, with rubber scarce, that Spalding was gold. Whole blocks would gather, cheering like it was Yankee Stadium. It was simple, scrappy, and pure nostalgia. A game that made every kid feel like a big leaguer, no ticket required. At number 3, we've got Stickball, the city's answer to baseball. Take a broomstick, a Spalding, and a manhole cover for home plate, and you've got a throwback classic. Kids in New York or Philly swung for the fences, which might have been a parked Chevy or a third-story window. Rules, whatever the block agreed on. A homer could mean clearing a sewer grate or dodging a milk truck. In the 40s, with pro players drafted and parks turned into victory gardens, Stickball was a hidden history lifeline. It was cheap, chaotic, and built community. Every hit a rebellion against wartime gloom. This underrated game turned alleys into World Series fields, a retro dream for kids with big swings and bigger hearts. Number 2, Stock Car Racing, the wild pre-NASCAR frenzy. In the rural South and Midwest, bootleggers turned their souped-up Fords into dirt track monsters. These weren't fancy race cars, just $2,500 jalopies built for speed and survival. Gas rationing kept fans local, packing small ovals to watch drivers like Red Byron skid through chaos. Crashes? Plenty. Fistfights? Part of the show. These races were vintage thrill rides, born from moonshine runs and wartime grit. A forgotten gem, they drew crowds desperate for a break from war stories. By 1948, this raw sport became NASCAR, but its 40s roots? Pure, unfiltered nostalgia. And number 1, the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League, the boldest throwback of the decade. Launched in 1943, the AAGPBL filled ballparks when men's teams faltered. Women like Sophie Kouros hurled underhand fastballs in skirted uniforms, drawing 10,000 fans a game. It wasn't just a game, it was a revolution. Players faced charm school and lipstick rules, yet they smashed homers and stole bases like pros. This hidden history showed women could dominate, but by 1954, it faded as MLB roared back. A forgotten gem, the AAGPBL paved the way for Title IX, proving the diamond wasn't just for men. These 5 games weren't just pastimes, they were America's heartbeat in the 1940s. From rundowns, dodge and dash, to the AAGPBL's barrier-breaking swings, they carried a nation through war and want. Stoop ball and stickball turned kids into heroes. Stock cars gave rebels a stage. Together, they're a vintage reminder of resilience, a retro spark that lit up the darkest days. Let's keep these underrated stories alive, because the nostalgia of the 1940s still swings, slides, and races in our hearts. Picture this. It's 1943. Brooklyn's buzzing, and nostalgia for better days fuels a wave of hidden history. I'm Tommy, 12 years old, and while the world's at war, my street's alive with underrated games that make us kings. Want to step into my retro world of forgotten sports? Hit that subscribe button, like, and join me for a throwback to the vintage games of 1940s America. It's morning, and the block's already hopping. Me and Joey are out front, playing stoop ball, a forgotten gem born from the Depression's lean days. We grab a beat-up Spalding, rubber's ration, so this ball's worth more than candy. The rules? Smack it off the stoop. 1 bounce is a single, 2's a double, 3's a homer. Hit Mrs. Russo's window, and you're dodging her broom. In these war stories, every tenement's a stadium. With Dad overseas and Ma working the factory, stoop ball's our escape. The whole block cheers like it's Ebbets Field, shouting scores over air raid sirens. This retro game don't need no gear, just a step, a ball, and guts. It's pure nostalgia, turning our street into a big league dream. Afternoon hits, and we're on to stickball, the scrappiest throwback in Brooklyn. I grab a broomstick, Joey's got the Spalding, and the manhole covers home plate. We swing for the fences. Could be a parked Chevy or the grocer's sign. A homer's anything past the sewer grate, but you gotta dodge milk trucks to score. With parks turned into victory gardens and pro players drafted, stickball's our hidden history. Every block's got its own rules, but the vibe, pure freedom. We're kids, broke but bold, making every alley a World Series. This underrated game weaves our neighborhood tight, a vintage spark in a world of blackout curtains. Evening comes, and I sneak to the radio, tuning in to the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. It's 1943, and women like Dottie Kamenchek are slugging homers in skirts, filling ballparks while men fight overseas. The AAGPBL's a forgotten gem, drawing 10,000 fans a game with underhand fastballs and stolen bases. Ma says these girls are heroes, just like Dad in the Pacific. I dream of seeing the Rockford Peaches, their backs cracking like thunder. This retro league's no sideshow, it's a revolution, proving women can rule the diamond. But the radio crackles with war stories, reminding me it's a long way from Brooklyn to those Midwestern fields. Still, the AAGPBL's nostalgia hits hard, a throwback to what's possible when the world says it ain't. Night falls, but we ain't done. Under dim streetlights, we play run down, or pickle, as Johnny calls it. I'm stuck between 2 bases, chalk lines on the asphalt, while Joey and Sal lob the Spalding to trap me. It's dodge, sprint, dive, like outrunning an air raid warden. No gear, no cost, just heart-pounding chaos. In 1943, with ration books and curfews, rundowns are hidden history. It's a vintage game of survival, teaching us to think fast and laugh louder. The war's scary, but out here, we're untouchable, weaving through the dark with dreams bigger than Brooklyn. This underrated game's our rebellion, a throwback to days when a kid could rule the night. These games, stoop ball, stickball, the AAGPBL, rundown, they're more than play. They're Brooklyn's heartbeat, America's spirit in the 1940s. They carried us through war, rationing, and fear, turning kids like me into heroes of our own streets. These forgotten gems built resilience, community, even revolutions. The AAGPBL showed women could swing for the stars. Stickball made every alley a stadium. As I toss my Spalding, I know these war stories won't last. Suburbs and TV will steal them, but their nostalgia lives in us. So, what's your favorite childhood game? Drop it in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more retro dives into hidden history. Share this vintage tale to keep Tommy's Brooklyn alive, and let's bring these underrated games back for a new throwback generation.